Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year, and we certainly did. We are getting ready to jump back into real life on Monday. We're going to start back to doing school, and my husband has been back to work kind of, but Christmas and New Year's weeks he couldn't work a full week, so he'll be back in completely for that. And I'm not sure I'm ready, if I'm totally honest. There's still part of me that just wants to continue in our freedom, but we have been off long enough and the kids are kind of going stir crazy. So we're going to be starting back into school, adding in bass lessons for my 15-year-old, back to speech therapy with my 12-year-old who's going to be 13 next week. Yeah, lots to do. So I just want to do a quick video and show you guys a really quick little haul. One of my goals for 2026 is to get through a lot of the fabric that I have been hoarding, or I guess it's not hoarding. I had gotten a huge lot at a yard sale years ago, and then as people quit sewing, they would kind of give stuff to me. I really have bought very, very little, and what I have has been thrift store sheets, that kind of things, but I have a lot of fabric and I really want to get that down. I'm at a point in my life where I just don't need everything. I don't need to save things for the apocalypse, okay? So it's time to get through things. And so my husband, one of the companies that he works for, gifted him a $20 Amazon gift card for Christmas, and he really doesn't shop online, and so he asked if I wanted it, and I said yes please. And so I'm going to show you really quick what I bought, and these are things to hopefully help me, inspire me, motivate me to use up things, use up part of my fabric stash. Also, my sweatshirt is one of the reverse appliques that I made, and this is made with their polyester fabrics. I did like a crazy quilt square and put it behind and did the 3 trees, and all of those came from all those pieces of fabric came from my great-grandmother. When she died, I gave away bags and bags of like the really the bigger pieces, I guess, but I kept some of the small ones. I thought some of it was wool initially, but it's not. It's all polyester, but that's one thing that is made. Okay, so I had $20 to spend. It ended up that I spent $4 out of pocket after tax and everything, so $24. So first of all is this set. Oops. Can't find it. Okay, there's a small one too, a smaller one. I think it's a 2-inch. These are acrylic quilt square templates. So this one's a 10-inch, a 6-inch, what was that, 5-inch? And then the small one, like I said, I think it's either 2 or 2.5 inches. So as I'm going through my fabric, and especially like bigger pieces, I'm gonna try to use most of it, but then whenever I get down to the last little bit and I don't know what to do with these pieces, I'm just going to go ahead and cut them into squares of whatever I have the sizes for. And to do that, I also bought this package. It's 12 rotary cutter blades. So I have rotary cutters, but I bought these. Were pretty inexpensive. I don't know how well they'll last, but I bought this set of 12 of those so that I can put down my mat, put down the quilt templates, and just run around them and have squares ready to make a quilt or a patchwork skirt or something as I go along. I also bought a set of Taylor's chalk to mark fabric. I haven't opened this yet. The same thing, it's just easier for me than pinning pattern pieces on if I can kind of just go around them really quickly with the Taylor's chalk, and with it's not going to leave marks. Like, I've done permanent markers and things to do basically the same thing, but that just kind of talks about the company. So it's a set of 4 chalks. They look like that. They're kind of like a crayon, to just mark on the fabric where I want to cut. So I got those, again, motivating me to use up some of my stash. And then lastly was this, I believe it's either 50 or 100. These are like Wonder Clips for quilting, but holding layers together when sewing. And when I was sewing for Christmas, I kept thinking that this would be super useful. I have lots of pins, but this would be an easier way to hold the layers of fabric together, especially for quilting, and to just be able to undo them. You know, they are spring loaded, so just put them on there, and then as you're sewing you can just move them out of the way. It also doesn't put holes in the fabric, so I got those. I'm gonna try to leave the links for these things in the description, but that is what I spent $20 on, or $24 on Amazon to help me to accomplish one of my New Year's resolutions in using up fabric. So I'm going to try to bring you guys along as I sort through things and use things up. Maybe a once a month check-in, I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, like I said, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in the next video.